Welcome you guys to TJT show, the Journey of Tribes, episode 3. So right now we are looking at TJT show this year, because the last episode we did in December 2022. So here we are today embarking on the Journey of Tribes. I feel so good upon just saying the Journey of Tribes. Okay. The Journey of Tribes, TJT show, is such an awesome program. I have a lot of people that have been asking different kinds of questions. Let me get this clear before we go any further. More information gets to be much clearer as you follow the program. That's the first answer. And the second answer, TJT show is best. Okay, the question is this: what is TJT show all about? This question, I usually come across it from people that did not get us on the first episode and the second episode, but these episodes are all on our YouTube channel at Royaltribes ShoW. So you can go and find the episodes to get a background of the information that we have here, that we are about sharing here. Okay. TJT show is actually a multi-racial organization that focuses on studying human behavioral patterns in order to come up with resolutions to the problems, challenges that people come across in life every single day. We are here to come together and reason. The word of God says it this way: come, let's reason together. It is by ideal purpose that we started by the conception that is on giving, or the conception on sharing. The question TJT show is trying to answer is: who is concerned about what? Okay, so we're here to redirect any issue of concern to responsible authorities. Okay, we are here to navigate any aspect of concern to responsible authorities. Do not hand over your information, your experiences to unauthorized entities. We are here as a replica of that system of operation. We have so far moved in different places making surveys. We have so far moved in different places making surveys on the welfare of people, etc. Because on the journey we have life, which is our most important, pivot. All right. So we came across a lot of case studies that we found necessary sharing on the platform. That is the point. Let's talk about the Journey of Tribes in terms of education. All right, let's talk about education. Let's talk about mining. Let's talk about farming. Let's talk about e-commerce. Let's talk about innovation and creativity. We have a lot of people that are in different fields of life. All right. But most of all, people have achievements that they have never gotten the chance to share with fellows that would appreciate enough. Lazima nyairi paku ngewano share information. Ndizvo kuti anowanika na achinge ashira. ingava family member kana kuti friend. Kutiko kana ndashare something, what do I get back? That's one of the philosophies I've discovered in Africa. Why sharing? A person would like to get a sound reason behind sharing, and we still wonder why
we're gonna have some good time.
It's because
Royaltribes,
of the result of sharing.
TJT ShoW, Royaltribes.
Because you see, one after sharing might get offended, one after sharing can get to be, awarded, someone can get to be, people can connect through sharing, people can connect or can actually become enemies out of that.
What you get after sharing on TJT.
Okay, so in the modern community, knowing where to bring what is a matter of concern. Knowing where to bring what is actually very important, because you might have what, but to bring it somewhere, you need a place, you need a platform, you need the where. All right. You leave the matter in our hands, and we proceed. We take necessary procedures towards handling the matter. All right. So you log in your contributions, you partner with us, we are keeping it on record. All right. Contact us for more information anytime. You're welcome. DM us on WhatsApp, we're available, and so forth. WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, we are available. See you there. There is no trick about it. Sharing is investing. What you provide on the table today, tomorrow it will help you. The amount you invest determines the amount of interest you get. At a very special time, at a very important moment, upon waiting and patience, keeping up, you always have the answer, you always have the result, you always have the intended outcome. The input that you bring determines the output. All right. The conception about giving in Africa, or let me say sharing, because sharing is greater than giving. Sharing is two-way, but giving is just one way. We are expecting a lot of people from different places all over the globe. Okay, we're talking about a multinational organization here, and we have people from Europe, we have people from America, people from Asia, people from Africa. In actual fact, let me greet those that are abroad and say, how are you? Africa is okay. To be specific, we are okay in Zimbabwe. All right. Kuitira kuti paunenge wazwakunze womhorosa uchiti vari kuAfrica muri sei, zvisazoita sekuti uri kudada. Yes, it's a habit, greeting each other, Atingotauri zvinhu zvichigumira mumhepo. We don't just mention things and that's the end of it. You can just stand with a young man or a young lady for 2 minutes and they tell you their aspirations, they tell you all they dream to become, or the visions, the ideas they have. But now, when you ask a question like, so what is stopping you from doing that? That is where you realize the challenge, all right? It's not only financial. Most of us have this idea that it's only a financial problem or it's a financial challenge that people have. No, that's not the idea. We have a challenge when it comes to interactivity. Interactivity is very important because, you cannot just become yourself without others. That is what we call individualism, which is found in other continents. Let us actually expel that from Africa. Let us actually expel that from our culture, our identity, our society. When we look at the ages of evolution, we realize that collectivism was there from the foundations of our ages, all right? Whereby we hear that people, when they were talking about, let's say, Iron Age, Stone Age or so, they went out for hunting and they get the food, whatever they could get. And what they did is they shared. Be it the fact that it's one of them who got, shot on the target. Yes, but they used to share, all right? So that one day, anga asina kubata, pano zonobata, uyo ambobata, achange asina chakabata. Royaltribes. So individualism is an idea from the external world that we actually are experiencing today as a replica for the original identity. We know collectivism. It counts to capitalism. Of course, dominion differs, all right? But it has so much come like a storm. It has become a challenge in that there is extortion. You understand what I'm saying? So here the point is, capitalism then brought corruption at large, because we look at what we get before we provide, all right? So that is counting to corruption, and we're having these affecting different industries and sectors. All right. So having mentioned the aspect into sharing the conception, we have to redefine. We have to look closely. We have to actually bring to clarity how different is TJT ShoW from the outside world. What is the difference between our conception and the system that was there already? Because you cannot just come up with something that does not correct a problem that was there before. Hence, the idea into sharing, we have a new definition, we have an understanding about the idea into sharing. It's you sharing something on TJT ShoW to the audience, all right? Let's take it that way. And what are you expecting to get? That is what we are getting into right now, all right? We take the idea of giving as an investment. All right, let me say it this way. You do not begin to invest when you have money and you call it capital. No, you can actually invest by just sharing. Sharing what? Be it anything. Sharing is broader than just probably mentioning money as an input. All right, sharing can be information. Sharing can have a lot to talk about. We don't just have to think by default that when you need to invest something, it's just about you giving out money as a way to get an income stream. So here you realize that having a new definition of, or a conception altogether, a conception of sharing will bring us to results, all right, yields from that kind of sharing, all right, because we're talking about a person sharing their information, number one. Number two, their experience. That is investing from the concept of giving. We are taking it as giving. You are giving out to the community your experiences, all right, and your information. And this regarded as an investment. Let me try to clarify it this way. If you were told that the information that you have, the experiences that you have can amount to money, how much wealth would you make out of just your information, out of just your experiences? You are asked to share your experiences, you are asked to share your information. How much money would you get? How much money do you have in the bank? But because of how we understand matters of life, we actually might not consider information or our experiences as any capital. All right? Everything in the world matters or has value because people give value to things. Possessing this information and another, and we bind or we get all the ideas together. All right? This is constructive and it is interactive, thereby empowering us. When you stay where you are with the little information and you confiscate it like that, you remain like that without exposure, as our challenge in Africa. Because remember, we said the gateway is sharing, right, which is the greatest challenge. Here in Africa, it's actually an ideology, it's actually a philosophy in Africa. Sharing is a difficult thing. Why? Because we have not found a platform. In technology, we realize that brands, or let me say products that we have, like phones, computers, they have sharing platforms, right? Or sharing channels. That is allowing us to send, be it music or any content, from one device to another. But as human beings, which platform do we have to cross-pollinate ideas, to share, information from one directory to another, from one person to another? As human beings, which platforms do we have? This is TJT ShoW with that purpose to enhance interactivity, to accommodate people, and people interact in order to develop as an ideal purpose, from one entity to another, from one individual to another, one group of people to another, one clan to another, one organization to another, one company to another, one estate to another. All right? This is a mid platform. It's an interactive platform that would accommodate people from different anchors of life, be they students and they would like to meet ministers, be they ministers of education would like to meet parents, be they parents would like to meet their children. Let me just take it as an example. All right? So sharing that way would bring you a result from that investment of your personal information, of your personal experiences. Your personal information, your personal experiences are counting to something. We're trying to evolve into making our experiences useful, making useful the information that we possess. Is not only money that can generate wealth. No, we have a lot as inputs to generate wealth. So one can be wealthy out of the information, the experiences that they have. What do you get? Let's strike rightly and directly. What do you get out of sharing your information, your personal experiences on TJT ShoW? Number one, all right, you gain interactivity. Number two, you gain social capital. Number three, you gain what we call human empowerment, whereby you get feedback from different people, different environments, different experiences, to enhance or to get into your matter, all right, to interact with you in your matter, right? So this is it about our TV show. If someone might be pondering on what really is it, what is it about TJT ShoW, that is the intro we've just given. Do not let your heart be troubled. Okay, do not let your heart be troubled. What you get is a lot. It's a lot. You get reviews, you get responses, you get contributions. that will venture into your issue, into your matter. So we are here as a middle platform of interactivity in order to develop. TJT ShoW is development oriented, all right, through unity, through sharing. Okay, so it's actually a case study in Africa. These are psychological factors that we can look into. All right, we can actually think of resources that are too big and say, we need these resources and all these other things. That is very true, but also to add to what we need already. Right, we can talk about something like the transfer of information from one person to another in Africa. It has become a challenge. Let's talk about the sources, because sharing in Africa, on the journey of tribes, we would like to, to fight against this stronghold and pull it down. All right, pulling down strongholds. Sharing. African, of course, not all Africans do the same thing. Like that when you get something you would want to give. That's when you find it from one nation to another. We are brothers, we are sisters. By the times you hear that the neighboring country is suffering from this and that, yet the countries around that country, they manage to overcome that problem. What is causing the persistence, like the prolonged struggle, or that kind of survival? Yet other countries could overcome that instance. It's about sharing. We come back to the aspect of sharing. So this one is the philosophy that touches the foundations of the journey. All right. When we are on the journey, I remember on one of my songs, I actually get into the lyrical content during the the singing session. I wanna have different sessions here, so we're gonna have the singing session. Then I'm going to touch on the lyrical content, right? Whereby we're saying, on the journey, what we get after sharing, that's what matters, because it's not just about saying somebody doesn't want to give. No, it might be because of the lesson they got previously after they gave. All right, and I'm not endorsing people that withhold when they have the power to provide something here. I'm not endorsing the habit, no. But I'm saying let's be able to look at what a person gets after they give. Okay, so I've mentioned areas that are different. Okay, we can also look at this. I'm actually highlighting these areas because we'll just have to pick and to note down, and then to jump into those areas respectively. Okay, at church, all right, it's actually one of the areas that I would consider very, very important to mention right here, because we are in the age of churches. You know what I'm saying? Someone might give something. What do they get after they give? How does that result affect their lives? Because we have these people that possess, these people that have what you need during a specific time. But to reach that person becomes a difficult story altogether. Okay, let's work out the reason. Why is that principle so difficult to implement these days? Because we compromised the result of sharing. In actual fact, I would like you to check on my website, right? We have all these areas, these sectors that are outlined on the appreciations, fairs. Like we have this section that talks about acknowledgements to the fans, to the people, to the professional individuals that are in categories that we mentioned. All right. So we are yet to bring the journey of tribes in every area of life. All right. So we have categories that are defined, that are specific, that we are yet to embark to get to. What you do to bring your issue on the screen, just DM us, okay? Be it on Facebook, be it on Instagram, be it on my YouTube channel or on my WhatsApp channel. But then still, I hope some might not have the number. But let's talk about these social media platforms. Or else call, you can call, because we have the phone numbers. We are going to display our phone numbers on the screen.